Let me make sure that we are live in the group. Yes, we are live. All right, we have two on. We'll just kind of wait around, wait for some people to join. All right. So, yeah, Jimmy, how was did you have a good day?
I did. Got a lot done at work and came home and picked up my dog from daycare. And now I'm home relaxing.
Okay. Awesome.
And I worked out this morning. Really, I worked early this morning.
Oh yeah, I saw it. You know, I see all of that, right?
So, I know you've got access to everything. Like Definitely Santa Claus.
Hey, exactly. You know, let me see. So yeah, man. You know, just kind of tell everyone about your experience within the academy. You know, like how was that from start to finish for you? Well, you still have a couple of weeks remaining, but yeah, just kind of tell people about that experience.
Well, I had been off track for a little while. A few years ago, I was really where I wanted to be back in 2017. But I just really felt like I needed to get back in the game. And so I saw you. I was looking at your work and your advertisements and things that you were doing, and I decided to get in touch with you. And I looked back at our first conversation, which was through Facebook Messenger. And you asked me, this is one of the things I really liked about this, is that you asked me, where did I see myself in 90 days? And I said, I listed three things. One was that I would have more energy and be more lively and, you know, for lack of a better word, bubbly or whatever. I can't remember what I said exactly. And then that's come true.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. The other is that I would have a regular workout routine and not, the moment of my biggest challenges was that I couldn't pass a fast food place on my way to work without getting something. I can do that now. I have a regular workout. And the other one I said I wanted to be, I had to be my truer self. And you said, what is your truer self? And I answered that, and that really helped me envision where I wanted to go. So you helped me see the big picture and like break it down into pieces. And I'm there, I'm getting there. You know what I mean? Like I was able to achieve those things. So I really enjoyed it. And it, the other thing I really love is the app, is that it gives me all those wonderful workouts, because I don't know anything about working out. I am not an athletic person at all. So there's those little videos that show you how to do something, you know, because a lot of them I've never even heard of. I'm like, there's no way I'll never be able to do that. So I'll watch the video like 3 times and practice it.
Right.
There's one of those. What is that deadlift? There's some kind of deadlift thing where you have to come up, and you come up and you drop really quick, and then you go back up. I don't know what it is. But it's hard. But I've got it down.
Good.
Yeah. Good. I've loved, you've worked with me. You know, I've been able to work out at home. I've been able to, you know, I've got my own weights at home. I've just, everything has been so accessible. And I wouldn't say easy, because working out is not easy. But
right.
It's very clear what I need to do. And I like that. I like clarity.
Exactly. And it's funny that you know, we'll just kind of segue. One of the things that you didn't have coming in was clarity, right? And
Yeah.
I told you that we're going to build a bridge to get you from where you are, and I said, one of the first things you do, just be patient. And you did that throughout the entire process. I mean, even, first starting off, with the fire and everything, I
Yeah.
was like, well, I was like, he's definitely leaving the program, because I've seen people leave my program for much, I would say it, much more trivial stuff, right? So something as serious that, and then to see you still have the tenacity and the grit to still see it through to the end, like, man, that's big. That's big, because I know I told a colleague of mine about it, and he still stayed. I was like, yeah, like, it was. I've seen people leave my program for much more trivial things that, an apartment fire, house fire, So, that's more of a testament to you and the type of person that you are and the type of people that we want in our program.
Yeah, I think the reason that I was able to stay is because, well, one, you are always I don't know what the right word is. You're very empathetic with people, and you constantly check in. And even though it's an online program, I feel very connected to you because you text or you message through the app, or we talk on Zoom. And even that early on, I'd already established, I think in all areas, I think this is so important that you form relationships, working relationships with people when you're working with them. And you do that. So
Right.
I already felt comfortable with you and safe with you and supported by you. And the program is portable. Like, I didn't have to have my apartment, so it burned down, whatever. I needed that to keep me sane, because that is not a fun thing to go through. But I wasn't going to let it stop me.
Right.
There was no reason. I'd already invested in the program. Do you know what I mean? Like, and you were even you adapted to it as well. You said, I remember you were like, well, okay, so what do we need to do? Like, how do we adjust your workout? You worked with me, because for a few days I was in a hotel, and then finally I was in a new place. So I think if it had been any other, definitely if I'd been doing it on my own, I would have probably dropped it. But I think even working with someone else, I probably would not have been as easy to keep going. So I think yes, I had some stamina and some willpower, but it was a combination of the program and me, I think. So you and me together, we did it.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. And that's really what teamwork is about. Whenever I have people come into my program, it's really a partnership, because like, I can put together the best workout plan in the world, the best nutrition plan, but if you don't execute, then it doesn't mean anything, right? So it really is a partnership. Whenever people come into my program, and I think, like, we spoke last week, and I told you, like, I've trained over 200 people, close to 250 now, and you're by far my top 2, top 3, just because it was so seamless. Like, there was very little pushback. There wasn't any, oh, I don't want to do this. Literally, it was, okay, like, this is what I need to do. Okay, done. This is what I need to do. Okay, done. So, and that really speaks to, I guess, like, the level of trust that you had, not only in the program, but also the level of trust that you had as your coach.
Oh, absolutely. And I think that That's Fox. Hey, Fox, you're in the shot. Um, I think that I guess when being online, people might think, oh, I need someone to push me. I need someone to motivate me. Those things all happen online. I'm teaching online now a lot. We're coming back more and more into the classroom, but I have also learned how to motivate and teach people online, and you do that very well. And it's actually kind of bled over into I've learned some things from your program about and how you approach it. Some of those I do a lot of one-on-one Zooms now with students, to touch base and see what they need help with. So that helps a lot to form that trust.
Awesome.
I get the feeling, although I think I've been because I'm a teacher, I always want to be a great student. So I see myself almost like a student, and I really want to be I'm the one who's in the front row, always raising my hand. So I've always wanted to be perfect for you.
Right.
So, but I can imagine that there are people. I can imagine you can kick butt when you need to too. But I have been kicking my own butt. So.
That's the thing. Everyone has their own style, right? I have some people where, I have one client that pays me, $700 or $800 a month to literally just get on 2 calls a month, and it's like I'm a drill sergeant. That's all they pay for, calls, and they pay for me to yell at them. And I'm like, and that's not my demeanor. I'm laid back. I don't like yelling at people, but like you said, if I have to, I will. That's just how it is, if I need to light a fire under you, I can do that if need be.
Yeah.
So yeah, just kind of talk to me about the accountability aspect of the program.
I think that's one of the things I needed the most, and what works really well with this program, because first of all, you have to, you're being tracked, so, and I'm checking in with you, and it's not just like if you were to sign up on some, robotic app where you enter things and it gives you badges or whatever, just like a robot does, or whatever, some automated program, it wouldn't be quite the same as also having the connection as, oh, he's going to see this too. And there's accountability in terms of, I actually got the Fitbit, which I don't wear it all the time, but that was another way to help keep me accountable for steps and, food and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Knowing that I would get to talk to you, knowing that I don't know if everybody knows this, but you really do check in. And I think you probably read people to see how much you need to check in, but you check in just the right amount with me. And I know that you're looking at when I enter my weight, that week, or when that 1 week where I held steady, I was like, oh crap. But because I was thinking about what you would think, but this program holds you accountable in a way that is very, like I said, clear. The expectations are very clear. And it's not there's something about it. I don't know if it's your personality or what, but there's something about being accountable to you that makes it a lot easier for me. It really motivates me because I don't want to let you down. But I've always been that way with teachers and coaches. I don't want to let people down. That may be a bad thing in some cases, but I think it helps in this case.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. And it's really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's really the speaker you have. Because I remember that we spoke about it at the very beginning of the program, and I told you, it's not so much about me as it is about you. And I remember I told you, write those 3 things down. These are the 3 things that you want within the next 90 days, within the next 12 weeks. And you accomplished all of them. you know? And by the way, you weren't really dieting, right?
No, that's what I think people really need to understand is that and if it feels like I'm interrupting everybody, there's a little bit of a lag. So if I am interrupting, I'm sorry, but there's the is I don't call it a diet, and I don't think of it as a diet, and that's not like word. I'm not being creative with my words. Like it really, when you look at the meal plan, I don't want to give away all the secrets, but when you look at it, it's like okay, you get this many protein. Like you're thinking about what you're taking in. And after a while for me, because I will eat the same thing for lunch 7 days in a row, like, so I find these things that I like one thing I've noticed is that I get more proteins, but I also get carbohydrates. I also get fats. It's not like you're restricting yourself. One week I lost, I feel like I'm yelling, y'all. One week I lost 3 pounds. I think that was the week. And I had a pizza that week. And when I say I had a pizza, I had a pizza. But it's because one time I had a therapist who talked about being mindful when you eat. And I think that's what this program really is when you think about it. You're just being mindful of how you eat. It's not a diet. And over time, what happened, I know this, over time, my appetites have changed. I'm not craving. Well, I used to go to Burger King and get the double Whopper meal, and then I would drive to Dairy Queen and get a Blizzard afterward. That's there's something going on there. I think it also had to do with my feelings about myself. But now, just by focusing on positive things like eating different foods, but not restricting myself, I actually don't want that Whopper anymore because it reminds me of not a dark time, but I just wasn't that happy then. But I'll eat a hamburger, or I'll eat a pizza.
Right.
I would lie and say it's a piece of pizza, but it's pizza. But I lost 3 pounds because I'm working out. I'm moving more. I'm more energetic. I'm just, and I feel more lively. And I'm actually a funny, happy person, but I think I was getting really heavy, like, emotionally heavy. So,
right.
I go off on
really
tangents. I'm sorry.
No, man, it's totally fine. Like this is you're the MVP, so this is your stage. Yeah, and I remember that was one of the things we spoke about at the beginning in your onboarding, where you were like, I just want to feel lighter. And that was one of the things that you spoke to early on. I just want to feel lighter. And you were like, does that make sense? I was like, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, because you have so much, once the weight and everything pile on, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of pressure associated with it. Because our emotions, we usually eat our emotions. For me, it was food and alcohol. So yeah, I totally understand like where you were coming from. So like, oh yeah, like I used to always eat fast food. Same. Like that was my coping mechanism, right? So yeah, man, definitely understand what you mean by that.
Well, one of the things that I think also helped, there are two things that come to mind that I wanted to say for sure. One thing that helped that was very practical was there's this chart in the literature about the nutrition, which says eat more of these. I think it's eat more of these, eat some of these, eat less of these. And moving through those like slowly helped me substitute things. Like, okay, I got an air fryer, by the way, which I love. And I will make my fish in it. I just put a little bit of oil on it, some seasoning, and then like a spinach wrap with some salsa. So I've gotten I don't love to cook, but I've gotten a little more creative by using those things. I eat a lot more fish now than I used to, and more chicken and less, I don't eat the Whoppers. But I love meat, like, so I don't have to give that up.
Right.
And I don't have to give up olive oil and butter. I don't have to give that up completely. I don't. I just have to think about how much I'm eating, you know? The other thing that really
Yeah.
helped me is being able to tie, this is the other thing, being able to tie everything to a bigger reason. So like what helped keep me accountable and motivated was that I could look at that list of things that I really did for the first time in my life understand that it wasn't as much as I want to look thinner and look better or whatever. I didn't name that as the thing that I wanted. The things that I wanted were internal. And that was a deeper motivation, I think. You know, and in the meantime, I've lost so far, 15 pounds. So I feel great about that, and I'm going to lose some more. So, and I'm going to keep losing. But it's not just about
literally right. That was a byproduct. Losing the weight was a byproduct of you being healthy, right? Being healthier. Therefore, you lost the weight. Like that's it.
Yeah.
And I'll just kind of give, for those that are on this, I'll just kind of give you a quick mindset hack. Be, do, have. That's it. Be, do, have.
I like
that's how it goes. If
one of the things I love about go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say one of the things I love about you in this program is that sometimes I would get off like a phone call with you and I would be like, I was just with like Oprah or Ian Levin. But the man version, you know what I mean? Like, you always say something, you know what I mean? You always say something really that I connect with on kind of a soul level, like a deeper level than just because. So you've always got these words of wisdom. You're far wiser than your years. But you've been through a lot too. I know that. So that's another thing I respect is that you've lived some things, and that's where you're coming from, which is great. But yeah, I'm like, it's like I've got the Oprah Winfrey hotline here, so I'm old, so I reference people like Oprah.
I definitely appreciate that, man. And really, the last thing I just wanted to speak to was it's kind of like the future pacing that we did early on. Those 3 things that you listed out, right? Where do you see yourself in another 90 days?
That's a really good question. And it may not sound like it has to do with weight loss or whatever, or health or whatever, but I think it does, because now I understand that I see myself doing a lot more creative projects, going further into creative projects, because I'm going to have a lot and working more with other people on those, because I'm coming out of my shell again. I tend to close up even with fashion. I tend to close off when I gain weight. I feel, I cover up, and I don't want to connect as much. And so connection, creativity, and feeling like not just light, but like vibrant. Like that's where I see myself, like not on fire all the time, but just living in it, like living in it. I like to talk about like how I love the old gospel song, Bright in the Corner Where You Are. And that's kind of what I want to be, is like, I want to be able to shine brighter, not in an egotistical way, but like, just to be more of who I am and be more in my authentic self. So that's where I hope to be in 90 days from now, and thinner.
Exactly. And you'll definitely get there. Like I don't have a doubt about that.
But
because for one,
those achievements help build that confidence. That's part of it. You know what I mean? Like achieving those milestones and achieving the workouts, and it all feeds together. Sorry, I'm
yeah. No, man, it's totally okay. And that kind of goes with it, um, really just kind of when I built everything out, I wanted to gamify it, right? Because we want to win, so and it's not winning big, but you win small, and that builds that bridge to where you were 15 pounds heavier when we started.
Yeah.
And now you're on track to lose another, you probably lose another 15 pounds
Oh yeah.
within the next 12 weeks. Because that's
Yeah.
the thing, like we weren't dieting, and we only worked out 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So imagine, you know, we dial in the nutrition more, and then we add a few workouts during
Yeah.
the week. That's another 15 pounds.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. It's exciting to me. I'm
Well, yeah,
game.
man. So yeah, let me see. We are at about the 26-minute mark. So yeah, Jimmy, do you have any words for everyone that's watching right now, or for those that may come on later?
I really think that I know for a lot of people, this whole thing about getting healthy, losing weight, you know, that can be it can almost be traumatic to figure out how to go about doing it. And there's a lot of roadblocks and a lot of our own stuff gets in the way. We get in our own way. And I think that I would just say to everybody that working with you has really motivated me. I think it's the app and everything, the interaction with you. It makes everything not easy. It makes everything clear, and in terms of expectations, it's easy to know what to expect, and it's easy to take small steps and get. If you can just keep your eye on if you think about those things you want, and you're in communication all the time, you'd be amazed at how it happens. And I'm telling you, my apartment building burned. And this was like in the first week or second week of the program.
It
And
was like it was the first real week.
yeah, and it was right after Thanksgiving, I remember. And I did not, it, even if let's say I had only been sort of motivated, it still would have been easy to keep going because I can do any of this stuff. He was willing, y'all. He would have found a way for me to do a workout in a hotel with no weights until. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was just.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you that I think that the meal plan is not a diet. It's all about nutrition. I know you hear that a lot, but it really is. It's not a diet. I didn't get hungry. I didn't starve. I still don't.
Right.
And I don't really, I don't think in terms of restriction. I don't think, oh, I can't have a chocolate bar or I can't have a hamburger. It's just because of the way things change over time, you start your cravings and your appetites change, and you're working out more and you're burning more calories because you're working out more and you're more energetic. And so you're burning more calories. That it's just this great, you get started and it's just one thing after the other. I won't go on and on, but I think it's been great for me. I think it's exactly what I needed. And because I had just, as the old saying, I had just let myself go. So, and there's more to that when you think about it. You let yourself go. So I feel like I'm getting myself back.
Exact man. That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, if anyone would like any more information, I mean, you can reach out to Jimmy. Like Jimmy can tell you a lot about the program. And if you'd like to know the next steps, just feel free to comment below. Just comment info below, or just shoot me a quick DM, and we can do a quick 15-minute call just to see if it's a good fit. If it's not, I'll send you some free resources, and if it is, then we can get you the results that you want. All right. So, everyone, hope you have a great evening, and see you next time. Peace.